Family Media Detox. It is day 22. Yes, indeed, the double deuce. 22 days of no television, no movies, no video games, no MP3 players, and no social networking. And once again, not missing it a bit.
Not a bit. And in fact, one of the things that has been fun to see is how the kids have become very creative in their playtime.
Yes.
And our kids have always enjoyed, you know, dressing in costume and pretending to act out something that they've seen or that they've read. And so we have kids who are walking around in a jacket and pretending to be Nancy Drew, you know, things like that. But today it was so sweet because the little kids are playing with their dolls, and I'm not entirely sure what the deal was with it, but evidently they had set up this game that there was going to be something scary, and they wanted to make sure that their babies were in good hands.
They didn't want them exposed to what was going to happen. So.
Right, and so when that happens, they know that a good mommy needs to hire a good babysitter. What you doing there?
Well, the state of Illinois implemented some reforms as far as foster parenting, so our license has been expanded to include 3 new children.
That is great.
Right. This one was born with a full set of teeth.
Oh, special needs child.
Yeah.
I see. Well, you know what this goes to show?
Strawberry shortcake and dwarf.
Without television, there's a lot more imaginative play going on in the house.
That's right. You should see me with my Hot Wheels.
So basically, if I understand correctly, the kids were playing and they have hired you as a babysitter.
Yes, there's some sort of complicated game going on involving robbers and threats and babies that need protection, so I'm protecting the babies. And they're in good hands, I assure you.
You're doing a very good job.
I assure you, they're in good hands. No one's going to mess with these babies.
All right. I love you. You're adorable.
Big fun there for Big Daddy, I assure you. Always happy to babysit Wetsy Betsy. Now, some great news, and we love to celebrate this. For the second time, we have heard from a family of Family Media Detox followers, and this comes from Robin and John of Ohio. They write, "You have inspired and convicted us." Glory to God. "Our family is beginning our detox starting tomorrow." That's fantastic. We are going to modify it so we allow ourselves to watch OSU football games on Saturdays. We are big Buckeye fans. And can you tell that from this photograph?
Perhaps.
I think this photograph might indicate,
yeah,
there's a slight indication they might be favorably inclined toward the Buckeyes. Beautiful family.
Beautiful.
Look at those little girls.
Sweet.
Great look at All-American Family. And glad to have you along on Family Media Detox. She writes, "We are looking forward to seeing the exciting things that will happen in our family." And they're going to. God bless you and your family from the great state of Ohio, Robin. And Robin and John and your 2 little girls, we will be praying for you. We will do anything we can to encourage you right along with the Ben McIntyre family of Harrison, Arkansas, where we will be visiting on our upcoming vacation. And so 2 families now taking up the Family Media Detox Challenge. What a blessing.
It is.
And you're in for a blessing, we assure you.
And who would have thought that family members of mine would be surprised that I'm packing a shotgun in our recent music video?
And that brings us to her comment. Pat McGee Williams writes, "So enjoy what you have done and doing. I feel closer to God just watching and praying for you. Missy was so surprised at you with the gun. Love that song and had a great laugh." I'll tell you what, we'll tap that song on the end of the video today because we did enjoy doing it and we've got some nice feedback on it. So if you want to hear Dead Skunk in the Parsonage Yard again, just watch the video all the way to the end.
It will be the reprise.
Yes, we'll tack it on the end there so you can see Missy handle a shotgun. She says, "Your family has great teaching lessons for all of us watching. God bless you," and I totally agree about the TVs. It is good to have family support as well as Family Media Detox support as well. One last thing to tell you about, we have gone on and on over our excitement about how much more our children are reading since we started Family Media Detox. And Gracie, our 13-year-old daughter, is very voracious in her reading. And she has really got into this series from Tyndale Publishing, Tyndale Christian Publishers. This is by Dandy Daly McCall. It's the Starlight Animal Rescue series. This particular installment is called Dark Horse. Gracie loves horses, as you've seen in past videos. But in this particular installment, this is where we got our family togetherness activity tonight. Very simple, completely free, and deeply enjoyable.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, we do not have video because it was dark.
Yes, and that's the whole point, because it's described in the book here. They would do things in this book called moon checks, and simply just means that people could call for a moon check, I guess, to kind of reset everyone's attitudes and give them a little chance to relax. And what they would do is they would take blankets outside and simply lay on the blankets and look at the stars and just relax that way. And that's what we did tonight. What did you think of that?
It was nice, and it was almost a little chilly, but Mercy, who just turned 5, she had her blankie with her, and she shared it with me.
That's nice.
So it was so nice.
So all 9 of us, the 2 of us and the 7 children, out there lying on blankets, looking at the stars and loving it, just having a wonderful, relaxing end to our day, and then we tucked the kids in bed.
And no skunk showed up.
No skunks, which is, of course, a relief for us and an even bigger relief for them.
The skunk,
because skunks that show up around here, they don't do so well, do they?
No. No.
Speaking of which, again, you will be able to hear the song at the end of the video if you're so inclined. But that wraps up day 22. Looking forward to day 23, should the Lord tarry. See you then. Detox! Children, such a terror.